So just as a bit of an introduction in that sense, like say, an introduction, but like say, oh, put a date on it and whatnot and stuff like that, and say this and this, and where you're at will, at least at will, at risk, really, resident here. Um, you go on the what do you call it on the things where like, yeah, you know what, yeah, you get clues like you can read, but you've been through enough where it's like you never know, like with things and stuff like that. You never know in certain things, and like, um, hey, right here. So, it was, I've been through a few things and stuff like that. Stop it. But anyways, you sit up here and you say, oh, well, you know, uh, you never know, right? Basically, what it is, like in the spring of year, you just have a whole influx, like the whole restaurant and stuff like that. It causes radiation feeling, so it was you know, it's a diabetic, cystic fibrosis, and what do you call it? Asthma. Asthma is what it does. This is what you call it. It's what a combination of three things that work like together, and like where you feel kind of like too vulnerable, like too vulnerable for like safety. You know what I mean? Or you feel like basically feel violated. So so feel like so and people are cold. You know what I mean? As you get older, if people get colder and stuff like that, and like and you just see the colder side of people and stuff like that. So people that you may have like people that you have grown up with, like let me see you. You see, we're still friends with, and yeah, okay, eating at spots, and family, yeah, still, still together and stuff, warm, stuff like that. But for the most part, if you don't have that, um, and I'm not saying I have that totally, but like if you don't have that completely, you can see the coldness in people. I mean, maybe it's just me, but you can see like the coldness. I know I'm cold myself. I know like man, I don't really give a fuck about anything except themselves, like type deal. Or it's not so much that you just don't want to be at a at risk person like myself. You don't want to be walking around, trekking the fucking streets every day, smelling like really bad, like totally bad, and like who knows where, right? And like in these kind of temps and stuff like that. Whereas like you know and you don't really, and if you were out on there, you wouldn't be with anybody. You'd probably be pushing a car type deal, shit like that. I don't know what's up with that. I'm not saying I feel grateful because you never know what's going to happen like this shit. And so fucking so I just don't. My things like, yeah, I got my friends and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's still open ended. Where it's like, wait a minute, well, I'm questioning myself. And I always said, always been right. It was recently, like, oh yeah, there's always going to be room for doubt. There's never a thing where there's no doubt, but not no doubt where like you're completely jeopardizing your life. Doubt. That's like a lot of doubt. You know what I mean? And so like, I mean, but I'm trying around that brand of crisis. And I'm not saying it's like it gets any easier or anything like that. And you kind of want to be done with it, but you know, um, I think a balance between happiness and like and unsatisfaction is like delicate balance for me because, like, I don't know how to explain this, but um, you want to be happy. When you're happy, you're satisfied. When you're satisfied, you're happy. And it's kind of over hand in hand and stuff like that. So, I mean, you can't be totally happy all the time, but you can't be extremely sad and paranoid all the time and worrisome. I mean, why would you want to live like that? Live like that. Um,